Hello YouTubers, Naruto Fan 2 here today. It is 2:05 in the morning and I actually want to express my outrage and anger at the Canadian and American government because the whole Lochner shooting incident is actually the means for them to silence free speech and anti-Second Amendment rights in the States. And I actually find it very, very frustrating that the government would infringe on people's rights, because what they are doing is committing treason. And in the United States Constitution, under the Bill of Rights, it does say, I actually got a copy of the American Constitution here as well. Constitution of the United States. Okay. Here is what the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution's Bill of Rights says. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people to peacefully assemble, and to petition the government for redress of grievances. And they will, my opinion is the government will actually use it to silence free speech, because the guy's political beliefs. And the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Right now in Congress, they are actually discussing how to silence people's free speech rights and get rid of the Second Amendment. People, you gotta be aware and wake up that is treason, because under the Constitution, they cannot do that. Because if they do that, it is treason, and I do believe a revolution is actually justified if they keep infringing on the rights of the people. Because the founding fathers of America, reason they put the Second Amendment is there in the Bill of Rights is because to keep the government in check and giving the people the right to overthrow their government if it becomes too powerful and too corrupt, and it keeps infringing on the right of the people. Okay, and here in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, right here, and I'm a Canadian, and under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, under fundamental freedoms, everyone has the following fundamental freedoms: freedom of conscience and religion, freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression, including freedom of the press and other media communication, freedom of peaceful assembly, and freedom of association. And what Stephen Harper is actually doing, he also infringing on the rights of the Canadian people. And I find it very annoying that Harper would commit treason like this. And I have warned people about Harper before he became Prime Minister, that Harper is bad news. He does not care about Canada or the Canadian people or freedom. He works to create a fascist one-world government under Barack Obama. He has signed a treaty to merge America, Canada, and Mexico into the North American Union. And People, you gotta wake up and realize your government wants to kill you and enslave your children. Plus, they also want to enslave you and enslave your children and kill you and your children because they consider us inferior. And I'm sick and tired of the mainstream media blaming Christians, gun right activists, people who support freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the Constitution in America and Canada as domestic terrorists. The whole thing with the whole Tuscan shooting, they're saying that this guy was a right-wing Christian extremist, which as a true Christian would never kill anybody in cold blood, and it is against Christian fundamental belief to commit murder. People, you gotta wake up and realize that your government hates you. So wake up, please. As in the famous words of Optimus Prime. Just give me a sec. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Let me requote that. Sorry for the mistake. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. And you know what? I do agree with Optimus Prime on that, because it is the right of all sentient beings. And you know what? The government wants to silence that right. So wake up. Wake up before it's too late. And give peace a chance. Also, I do believe the government should be held accountable for their crimes. And they should pay for their crimes against humanity. Not by violence, but in a court of law. Because violence is not the answer, and it is never the answer. So peace out, and God bless you all who fight for freedom and truth in the world.